Good evening, everyone. My name is Labanya Margaret Rosario. Today, I will be presenting and justifying my lesson plan for a Year 8 science class on the topic State of Matter with a focus on particle theory. This lesson is designed for a mixed ability classroom and aligns with the Australian curriculum, specifically the content descriptor ACSSU 151. In designing this lesson, I focused on three key areas: explicit learning, explicit teaching, differentiation, and assessment, all aligned with the professional expectations outlined in Australian professional standards for teachers. Lesson overview. This lesson introduces students to the practical model of matter, which is a foundational but abstract concept in science. Because students cannot directly observe particles, the lesson uses structured teaching, modeling, and guided practice to gradually build understanding. Explicit teaching is central to my lesson design. This approach follows the gradual release of responsibility model, which moves from teacher modeling to guided practice, then independent learning. That's mentioned by Pearson and Gallagher in 1983. This structure ensures students are supported before being asked to work independently. Additionally, this approach aligns with Rosenshine's principle of instruction, which emphasize clear explanations, modeling, guided practice, and frequent checking for understanding. In my lesson, I first demonstrate particle behavior, then guide students through examples, and finally allow them to apply their learning independently. Cognitive load and schema development. Another key reason for this explicit teaching is to manage cognitive load based on Sweller's cognitive load theory. Students have limited working memory, so presenting too much information at once can hinder learning. To address this, my lesson breaks content into smaller chunks, uses step-by-step explanations, and combines visuals with verbal instructions. For example, I teach solids, liquids, and gases separately before linking them together. This supports the development of schemas, helping students organize and retain knowledge more effectively. Avoiding neuromyths. In planning this lesson, I avoided the use of learning styles as they are considered a neuromyth. Instead, I used evidence-based strategies that support all learners, such as combining visual, verbal, and interactive teaching approaches. Use of ICT. ICT is used to support understanding through visualization, particularly because particle movement cannot be directly observed. Digital diagrams and animations help make abstract concepts more concrete. This aligns with Hattie's research, which highlights that clear explanations and visual representation have a strong impact on student achievement. Classroom organization. The lesson uses mixed ability pair work, clear instructions, and structured timing. This supports collaboration and engagement while maintaining a predictable learning environment. A structured classroom also helps reduce confusion and supports effective learning. Differentiation. Differentiation is a key component of this lesson and is informed by Tomlinson's work on responsive teaching. For EALD learners, I provide vocabulary scaffolds, visual supports, and simplified explanation. For students with autism, I include predictable routines, visual schedules, and option of a quiet workspace. These strategies ensure all students can access the same content while receiving appropriate support. Assessment strategies. Assessment in this lesson is primarily formative, meaning it is used to support learning during the lesson. This approach is supported by Black and William in 1998, who found that formative assessment significantly improves students' outcomes. In my lesson, I use questioning, observation, and an exit ticket to check understanding and identify misconceptions. This allows me to adjust teaching and support students in real life. Why these strategies work? These strategies, explicit teaching, differentiation, and formative assessment, work together to create an effective and inclusive learning environment. They are supported by both research and professional standards, ensuring that all students can engage with and understand the content. Professional development. Reflecting on this lesson highlights the importance of ongoing professional development. I aim to further develop my knowledge in inclusive education, autism specific strategies, and EALD pedagogy. This aligns with the expectations outlined in the Australian Institute for Teaching and School Leadership, which emphasize continuous improvement in teaching practice. In conclusion, this lesson plan is designed to support a diverse Year 8 classroom through explicit teaching, inclusive differentiation, and effective formative assessment. Each decision is grounded in research and aligned with curriculum and professional standards. This ensures all the students can successfully understand particle theory and achieve the intended learning outcomes. Here are all the references, and thank you for your time.